Grand Arising Soul Fam. Today I am coming on and I am sharing from the Wisdom Keepers deck by Dr. Rosy Aronson, the 64 Faces of Awakening. And today I'm contemplating Gene Key 48. This is the shadow of inadequacy, the gift of resourcefulness, and the divine expression of wisdom. Every day I'm coming on and sharing from the Wisdom Keepers guide different oracles and different gene key expressions. We're going in and we're sharing from the quantum design and from the Tao oracle, and we're sharing mudras. So right now we are not technically navigating through Gene Key 48, but I've been celebrating Venus retrograde with pumping out all of these resources, so that if you're following us, if you're part of our virtual community on the Way of Namaste, you've got a whole way of the gene keys, which we just got out of our weekly calls, one of our calls, our roundtable discussion where we share about the energetics that we're moving through and how it's impacting us, what's real for us, what's coming up in real time, and being able to share about it in community as wisdom keepers. And so on the Way of Namaste, we're sharing all these resources. So this is a self-guided process for you to attain your own level of mastery on understanding the gene keys and how we move through them by experiencing and carving time out for the sacred pause, for the moments of contemplation. So thanks for being here today. We start with a Richard Rudd quote that says, "If we don't know how to handle emotional states with equanimity, integrity, and clarity, we'll never fully enter adulthood, but remain at some level children." My wisdom story. My father was an idealistic young man who was willing to sacrifice his life for our country. He admired the bravery, cooperation, and loyalty he experienced during the war, almost as much as he hated the way he and his fellow soldiers were received after it ended. He felt dropped and forgotten by the very people whom he gave everything, and manipulated by the government he had served with such devotion. By the time I was halfway through elementary school, he was a bitter, paranoid, and unscrupulous man. When he wasn't obsessing over conspiracy theories or spying on the government, he was unleashing his anger at me, constantly criticizing me for being undisciplined and unattractive. My mother was consumed with making ends meet, running the household, and keeping up appearances. All she wanted was for me to do well in school and look good, so that the neighbors wouldn't notice what was happening behind closed doors. As my sense of unworthiness grew, I found myself glued to the television, watching soap operas filled with beautiful people and commercials that flaunted perfect women who were gorgeous and successful and seductive all at once. In comparison, I felt unbearably bland. As I entered puberty, the pressure I felt to look, act, and perform well increased. I became obsessed with my appearance, grades, and getting into the best college. I couldn't sleep before tests. Desperate to fill the void in my belly and calm my nervous system, I binged and I purged with food. It wasn't until I was in high school, thanks to a wonderful English teacher who encouraged me to write about my most private pain, that I came to understand how my life had been hijacked by a deep sense of inadequacy. My teacher didn't just see my suffering. She saw a depth, sensitivity, and wisdom in me I didn't even know was there. She kept pulling it out of me. I have to thank her for the way my life unfolded as I blossomed into a young woman, came to trust my inner knowing, and fell in love with earth-based spirituality. Today I sleep peacefully and have the great honor of facilitating emotionally and spiritually healing rites of passage for 7 to 14-year-olds. And every day I'm inspired and amazed by the inner resources of these kids. My gift to you: do not hide from the well of darkness within you, for there is a light and boundless riches at the bottom of that well. You can find elegant solutions to all of life's challenges and just the right support when you need it most. But first, you must reassure your body that it's safe, even when you don't have all of the answers. Let the parent in you love and hold the child within, even in the presence of fear. Over time, you will spontaneously dive into the void and discover more warmth than you ever expected. Trust your inner knowing, and the people around you will start dipping into your well and drawing out more resourcefulness and wisdom than you realize you had. You are far more adequate than you can possibly imagine. Questions for contemplation. What is your relationship to fear? Do you tend to repress and avoid your fear? Or do you tend to act it out and then react to it? Where do you feel the most inadequate? How does not feeling good enough impact your thoughts, feelings, and actions? Do people tend to feel inadequate or intimidated around you? Who in your life has truly seen your wisdom and pulled it out? Think of a time that you experienced your own inner wisdom, or a time you expressed your wisdom. And write down 10 of your greatest inner resources. Notice the feelings and thoughts that arise as you do this. Can you believe that you already have everything inside you that you'll ever need? And it's not out there, and it's not after that. It's not this if, then, or if, when game. It's actually already here, just being revealed. Sending you so much love and wisdom and resourcefulness. Namaste.